Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Graham from ColinNGrahamGaming, and right now we're doing our first preseason game, part 2, I guess. Quarter 2. That's the word I was looking for. Wow, that was really stupid. I was trying to figure out the word. But yeah, here's the ending to the first quarter, and then quarter 2 will be the main part of this video. As you'll be able to tell later in the video, this isn't live commentary. I'm a dumbass, and I messed up the audio file, so I knew I couldn't add it to the video, so I just deleted it, and I'm doing this because it would have been retarded. And right here, yeah, I'm changing the roster in case you're wondering what I'm doing. Remember, I mentioned in the first video that for some reason it fucks up your order of guys, so I had to go back and redo them, so that lasts a minute. But yeah, sorry, I don't think I posted yesterday. I think I did the day before though. But yeah, this week's been busy. You know, it probably would have been better to not start the channel 5 days before summer ended, because I would have a lot more time to do it. I'm not currently, during summers, I don't do clubs or go to camp or do sports, or I mean, I stay active, but you know what I mean. I have like way more time for this whole YouTube thing. So yeah, but yeah, Colin's the one who had the idea, actually. I'm not sure if he's ever mentioned that in his videos. Colin's the one who wanted to do this, but I mean, of course I want to do it too, because otherwise I would have said, no, you go ahead, buddy. But it sounded cool. The original plan, if you watch our first 2 or 3 videos, this is like a behind the scenes of Colin and Graham Gaming for the millions of people that watch us. The original idea for the channel, like the day or 2 before we actually made it, and then the first 3 or 4 days of having the channel, it was going to be all of the content was going to be me and Colin playing something together. But then after about 2 days, well, actually I don't know how long it took, but I think I'm the one who brought it up. I was like, Colin, we don't live together. You use PS3, I use Xbox 360. You do PC gaming, I don't. You don't live in my neighborhood, I can't walk to your house. And he has one PS3 controller anyway, and I have one Xbox controller. So, I was like, how the hell is this gonna be Colin and Graham Gaming? We can't even play together. So we kind of sat there and we thought about it, and that's when we decided, you know, we're gonna have like our own series and stuff, because it's pretty much impossible with our situation for all of our content to be playing together, because even if that was going to be the whole channel, we would have to post like once a week, because we would only be able to do that on like Saturdays or something. So I mean, at the most like twice a week. So yeah, we decided, let's just do our own series, let's see how this goes. Colin I think is a lot more not into it, because if I wasn't into it, I wouldn't be recording this right now, and I wouldn't have just spent the past 30 minutes exporting this from my editing software to YouTube. So I'm into it, but I think Colin's the one who came up with the idea, and Colin is like way more into it, I guess. I can't come up with a better word, so I'm just gonna say into it. I think Colin's a lot more into it than I am. I enjoy making the videos and stuff, but the difference between me and Colin is Colin really doesn't care like how long the videos take to make and stuff, and he enjoys the gaming and I enjoy the gaming, but he really doesn't have a problem with the audience being like 3 people. Like, we were talking about that at school the other day. I was like, you know, it's kind of disappointing how much time and effort and stuff we put into this YouTube thing, and you know, our videos get like 5 views. And Colin's like, nah dude, it's cool, we just gotta keep making videos. So if in a year we kept making videos and we have 1,000 subscribers, it's because of Colin's determination to get subscribers. So yeah, props to him for being like that, because if I was doing this channel by myself and like come Christmas time we had 10 subscribers, I would probably, honestly, I would close the channel, make a final video saying that today's the last day of the channel, and I would close it, because honestly it so much time and stuff goes into it. It's crazy how YouTube can be a full-time job now. Well, I mean, and that's never been the idea for me. I've never had the idea of being a 20-year-old bachelor in an apartment with 3 computers and 2 TVs and an Xbox and a HD PVR, and that is my work office. I've never had that thought. Well, I mean, I have, but that's never been like a dream, or I've thought about it a lot. That's not what YouTube is to me. It's about, sharing content, just sharing experience, seeing cool things, seeing new things for the first time, meeting new people, watching how other people do things. That's what it is as far as being a uploader. I know some people that may watch this don't upload YouTube, so YouTube to them is going on and watching the videos that make you lol. But YouTube's a little more than that to me. But yeah, and to Colin, I think it's a lot bigger. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of cool. It's cool. I don't think any of my other friends would ever do something like this. Even though some of my other friends, just like anybody else in high school, some of my friends, have Xboxes and PS3s and they play games, but I don't think any of my friends besides Colin would ever do this YouTube thing. So it's pretty cool that Colin wanted to do this. I'm not sure if I've mentioned this in past videos, but I've had a YouTube channel before, and I closed it. This isn't like the week before we started this channel. It was like 2010. I was into YouTube. As far as I uploaded a few videos, I was in it when like I think it was a little before 2010. I think it was before anybody's full-time job was YouTube. Like, it was back when Hutch, if you guys are watching this and know who they are, I think I was into it the most when Hutch and CNanners both were starting off at Machinima. If anybody can remember back to then, before Toboscus had 10 subscribers, I think. Colin just showed me Toboscus like last month. I had never heard of him, honestly, because I tend to watch the people I knew from back in the old days. And YouTube, the old days on YouTube is like 3 years ago, and that's what I mean by that. I don't think Toboscus did YouTube at all 3 years ago. I don't watch PewDiePie, whatever his name is. I don't watch, who else is another one? Well, Colin, I don't think Colin watches them, but White Boy 7th Street, cannot stand, honestly. I mean, well, he's never going to watch this anyway. I was about to say sorry to him, but he's never going to watch this. So fuck you. Just kidding. I mean, he seems like a nice guy and everything, but to me, he seems sort of annoying, and it's like spamming the inbox and stuff. Like, I've never been a fan of guys that make 20 videos a day. Like, do something else with your life, honestly. I mean, and that sounds really mean, but even if YouTube was to be your full-time job, like, do you go out with your friends? Do you do other things than edit and play video games? Like, and that's another thing. That's why this has never been, I've never had the thought of this being a full-time job. I don't think I would even if they were like, even if YouTube said, we'll give you $100,000 a year to make 200 videos a year, I would probably turn it down, because to make 200 good videos a year would be too much, honestly. that even just the thought of doing that, countless hours playing games, editing them, uploading them, exporting them. Look how sick this is too. Sorry, this interception. This is when it was about to be 7-0. That play was awesome, and it was done by the worst cornerback. I was thinking about releasing him because he's like ranked the worst corner in the franchise, but he's definitely staying around because of that. Anyway, where was I? I have no idea. Talking about YouTube full time, I think. Yeah, just the thought of doing that like 24/7 makes me nauseous, honestly. Doing anything a lot sort of is annoying. I don't know if you guys, I don't know if I've said this on this channel, but even if anything, playing Xbox, watching TV, doing sports, anything that would require like over 6 hours a day would just be horrible. And I know some of you might be saying, what about work? Are you ever going to have a job where you work there for 8 hours a day? And of course, yeah. But I'm not talking about, like, that's a job. Like, that's your job. Video games is a hobby, watching TV is a hobby, playing sports is a hobby, and you're not supposed to spend a third of your day doing something revolving around that. So that's why I would never do YouTube full time. Not to mention, I'm in high school. Like, I mean, yeah, I don't sleep, like, you know, everybody knows, like, high school kids don't sleep 10 hours a day. But, I mean, we all act like we would or we wish we would, but secretly all of us are on Facebook looking at pictures until midnight and wake up at 5 to get ready for school. But then we tell everybody, oh, we get up like 10 minutes before class starts. No, we've been up for like 2.5 hours. That's the honest truth. But, so yeah, I mean, I don't really know how I got to that, but anyway, you know, I need my sleep, and I have to go waste 8 hours a day at school, so I don't see how the hell I could come home and sit here and edit a video for 4 hours. Like, I mean, and especially, geez, I mean, that I would do that if each video got 100 million views, but if we're talking each video gets 5,000 views, oh god, hell no. I mean, jeez, the thought makes me nauseous. Anyway, you guys are probably tired of me talking about how I fucking hate the idea of doing YouTube full time, so let's talk about something else. Yeah, I fucked up the audio for part 2, which is this, and part 3. So you guys get to hear my voice for 15 more minutes tomorrow, because I'll be doing this. I'll be doing non-live commentary again. But somehow part 4 audio came out perfect. So quarter 4 of this game is gonna have perfect live commentary, like the first video. But it should be better than the first video, because the first video was like 0.25 of a second off or something. So I'm hoping to get it down to perfect, because I think I know how to do it now. But yeah, this YouTube thing is crazy. If you've never done it, then you don't realize how crazy it is, and if you have done it, you should realize, because I'm not an impatient man. I don't get pissed off at, you know, things quick. But, not that YouTube is something to get pissed at, and I'm not saying I'm pissed at YouTube, but just some things about YouTube will make you tired, and I guarantee you, every YouTuber, uploader that's made these type of videos, gaming and stuff, has had the thought of, closing the channel, quitting. I guarantee you. If any gamer on YouTube says otherwise, then they are a liar. If you've never done YouTube, and look how awesome that was, that spin. Anyway, if you've not done this YouTube thing, you don't realize like how how frustrating some aspects of it can be. For example, you spend $150 on HD PVR. You spend a lot of time. You can't use your laptop because you're downloading software to record it with. So you've done all of that. You've spent all your money. You've spent your time. You make the video. You finally get a video good enough to put up. Let's say you're playing Call of Duty. You have to play for 2 hours to get that good match to put up on YouTube. You edit it. You put it in. It's in sync. You do a 10-minute commentary over it, all to get 4 views. And if that doesn't frustrate you, you are amazing. More than amazing. That's like extraordinary. I don't know a single person that wouldn't get frustrated at that. I know I do. I'm sure Colin does. But yeah, there's nothing more frustrating. Luckily though, on this channel, immediately we had at least one person interested. I know I honestly, if at this point into the YouTube thing we had like 1 sub, I would sign out for the last time, honestly. And that's sad to say, but it's way too much. It's too similar. Here's a metaphor, I guess, for it. It's like going to work for 8 hours. Let's say you work at McDonald's, and you go there and you work for 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. It would be the equivalent to doing that job and getting paid $0.25 a day. Like, you're getting something, but it's not worth it. And that's sort of how I compare YouTube to having like 1 subscriber, or each video gets 3 views. Like, it's not worth it. And honestly, this video is sort of negative. I'm not trying to be negative, and I know Colin's gonna probably be like, what the fuck's up with this, Graham? But I'm just being real. I'm just being honest with how YouTube works. I've seen countless other YouTubers do this type of video, and this isn't a copy. This isn't supposed to be like a, oh, I saw this and it looked cool, so I'm doing it. I honestly had no idea I was going to talk about walking into this video, so this kind of just got off topic. But, yeah. It's sort of frustrating. Like, when you did a project when you were 5, and your mom said, you know, she was proud of you, or she liked it, like, that makes you feel good. That, you know, that makes you want to do more, right? Like, that's how it works. But I guess another metaphor would be like drawing a picture and your mom's like, that's a piece of shit. Like, why would you draw another picture and show it to your mom? So after all these depressing metaphors I'm making, how's your day going? Hope everyone's day's going good. Mine was boring as hell. Another long day at school. Another boring day for lunch. I absolutely lunch, and not because of the food. The cafeteria is horrible, and I don't eat. I'm not, what do they call it? I'm not bulimic. I just don't eat lunch there at school. But I love lunch because I have a close group of friends that are in the same lunch block as me. So it's freaking amazing. It's kind of cool because it's like, if I survive the first 2 classes, I get to go have a freaking awesome time at lunch. So that's what motivates me to get through the first half of the day. And then the second half, of course, I guess would just be, you know, knowing that the end is near. Knowing that in a few hours I'll be walking home. And yes, by the way, I do walk home from school. That's probably way too much information. I don't know. Who cares? Yeah, I walk home. Weird. Nobody really, hardly any kids in the 21st century do, I think. Not the way things go anymore. Everybody either gets drove. I don't know which one's the correct grammar. But usually people either get rides, or they have their license, or they ride the bus. And I do neither. I don't do any of those because I live a quarter mile from my high school. So yeah, I just walk every day. I guess exercise. I mean, I'm in good shape, so it probably burns off 1 calorie, but it's still a pretty good walk. It's pretty cool too, because I like, it feels like a little freedom, I guess. I just listen to my iPod the whole time, so it's pretty cool. But yeah, I hope it's not lagging. It's lagging like hell on my computer. And yeah, I hope it's not. But please leave a like, and I'll see you guys later.
Dallas is ready to kick this one off. Chambers is deep, looking to return the kickoff. Gets the ball at around the 10. Gets to about the 24 before going down. Nolan was there to bring him down.